y'all gonna act like, I ain't gonna lie though, y'all gonna act like this nigga, I not doing what it's doing though, blood on bother, look.
What I know.
Look at that motherfucker, watch him come back up, look at that motherfucker, look.
Watching him.
Look at that motherfucker, boy, look. Oh, where that thing at? He got a chase.
Good morning, everyone, and what the fuck was going on there? Y'all saw that footage, man. That was Compton Menace, who happened to notice that Charleston White's left eye wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing, y'all. Like, for real, man. Yo, does Charleston White have a fake eye? I remember early on when he popped up, Charleston White's a guy that seemingly popped up out of nowhere. Didn't it feel like that? Comment and let me know if y'all agree. Like, one day you had never heard of Charleston White, and then next thing you know, he was in like 50 different things that were, you know, being pushed in the headlines and in the news cycle and stuff like that. Like, this guy came out of nowhere. But I'm trying to think back. I caught an early interview he did with Queen's Flip, and I'm trying to remember, yo, did Charleston White say he has like a missing eye? He has a glass eye? Because, I mean, that would make sense. That would, you know, I hope he does. Like, not like I hope the man lost an eye, but I'm just saying that would make sense, be an easy explanation for why his left eye seemingly just seemed to like slip out of socket. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if those are the two eyes that he was born with, if that was the eye, if God gave him that eye and it's doing that, oh man, that's no good. You feel me? But what do y'all think of Charleston White, man? As we know, he was very over-the-top individual, very loud, outspoken individual. And it seemed like a lot of people were fucking with a lot of the ish that he was saying until he made those very wicked comments. And a lot of people were like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? What do you, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And then Wack 100 obviously pushed for the movement to get rid of Charleston White, for him to be banned. And we know Wack has a lot of power, a lot of pull behind the scenes. He's got a lot of those plugs everyone wants to get with. You know what I'm saying? But Charleston just said some real nasty, wicked ish. What do y'all think? Since then, has he kind of like slowed down? The algorithm on top of people kind of falling back from him and saying, yo, man, that was some bugged out issue. Said that was real wicked. Does it feel like the algorithm guys kind of stopped pushing Charleston White? Tap in and comment and let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. And, yo, where does he be getting these, like, big, oversized hats? You know what I'm saying? What was that? Oh, there was an old, like, baseball game for, like, the Nintendo DS or the Game Boy or some ish back in the day. I don't be knowing all my game systems like that. Where, like, a baseball game where these cats wear, like, oversized hats, y'all. Tap in. Then in other news, man, Dame Dash, I don't know if you guys caught this, trending around, popping up on the timeline and whatnot. Dame Dash did an interview with the Jasmine brand and said that he's willing to do a Roc-A-Fella biopic, but it's got to be on his terms when he's ready. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, I want to see that movie, and I feel like a lot of other people want to see that movie as well. Wasn't it so crazy we saw that Death of a Dynasty movie, which was like a satirical movie about Roc-A-Fella falling apart and splitting off, and then we really went on to see that, you know, where Hove had Roc Nation, Dame went with Dash Music Group, which didn't go nowhere. And, you know, we've kind of heard what happened, the way the company ended up being dismantled or whatever, but it was such a powerful movement, a lot of dope talents coming out of there. And I don't know, I'd like to see a biopic that told the story, dug a little deeper for the people, for the hip-hop heads, you know what I'm saying? But do you think there's even a possibility of this happen, of Hove and Dame coming together with some creative minds and doing this and them working together? As we know, they have long-standing issues with each other. But we did see Jay give Dame his props, even in the midst of lawsuit, when they were doing all them NFTs and whatnot for the big anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. And then remember, too, the photographer, Hove was suing the photographer, too, that was, you know, selling reasonable doubt artwork and all that. Like, that's crazy, man. But could we see that movie happen? Will we see that happen? Can they come together? Get in the comments with your thoughts. And then last up, man, you see the footage rolling here. We're talking about Ozark. Very dope show. Money laundering, the cartel. You know what I mean? Lit show. Very popular show. They kind of pulled the okey doke on everyone, as the current most recent season that's up on Netflix right now took like forever to make. I don't know if it was like some health crisis related ish that was delaying the show, but it finally came, you know, when we were being told, yo, this is the last season. It's a wrap. It's a Rizzy. Well, it came, you know, up on Netflix about a month ago now. And we're all like, okay, this is the last season. We waited forever. Let's get it in. Let's get our binge watch on. And then we find out, oh, there's only what, like 8 episodes? And this is the first half of the last season. So we got to wait for the other half. But we just found out that that's going to be on April 29th. So it's not like, you know, because with half seasons, sometimes the second half of the season is like way down the road. So in reality, as far as the way that the content is released to the fans, it's almost like 2 separate seasons. But in this situation, it's just a couple months apart. My bad, y'all. A couple months apart. So April 29th, we're going to see that last season. And based on everything we're seeing put out, man, it's going to get crazy. Obviously, we know that it's a show. We know that there's no way the show is going to end with things just being calm in any way. I don't think, I personally, I want to know what y'all think too. Comment with your predictions. I don't really think there's going to be any happy endings, because the theme, first off, it deals with the cartel, you know what I'm saying, that life of crime. You know, it's been a lot of tragic events have already occurred up to where we're at now. And the theme of the last season has been no one gets out clean. So to me, that spells a whole lot more drama and tragedies jumping off. And for the way we saw, you know, I made some videos about the final season that's up now, part 1, already, but I didn't, it was when it first dropped, so I didn't want to really get too spoilered up and kill it for the people, even though sometimes I will do that, but I'll put up a disclaimer. But it ended crazy. We saw some of the main characters who've been there pretty much since the show first started, snuffed out, like just out of nowhere too. The way they did that was wild, yo. It really was. But Ruth, who kind of walked in and saw the aftermath of her loved ones being just bodied on some real cold-blooded type ish. Y'all know how the cartel gets down, you know what I mean? We see in the upcoming, in the final half of this last season, Ruth is on a rampage. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But April 29th is coming. Get in the comments. Let's talk about that. And don't forget, Dame J, Roc-A-Fella biopic, and Charleston White's big ass hat and flucked up eye. And is he had people, I don't want to say canceled it, but fell back from him when he shared his wicked stories with the world. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. It's J Coffee Talk, content dropping every day. We talk music, news, sports, and more. Take a quick look too. You may be like, oh, I'm subbed to Coffee. You may possibly not be subbed over here. So do your thing. Hit that button. Hit the bell. But more importantly, join the discussion and stay tuned. One love, y'all. I'm out of here.